What's going on, people? This is Tashira Say for Computer Music Academy, and welcome back to Playing With. In this episode, we're going to talk about Falcon by UVI. This is a hybrid synth, or what some may refer to as a workstation instrument. It's capable of extensive synthesis and sampling. There's 15 oscillators, over 80 built-in effects, and you also have access to an awesome sound library. So with that said, let's get into it. Welcome to the review for Falcon, and before I go any further, let me let you know that this plugin is very deep. I will definitely cover as much as possible. Second of all, for those of us who are UVI users, this is your new UVI player. If I go up here to this area where you actually have your devices, so your hard drives, different places on your computer, and your sound banks, this should look very familiar to you. This is all of your UVI content that you actually own on your computer. And even though it comes with the Falcon library, you don't have to use it just for Falcon. You can use it with any of these libraries. So with that being said, we always kick things off by letting you know what the plugin is capable of. And let's get that started by playing some of these sounds. Yes. Let's check out some of these basses right here. See what's going on. Yes. I like this. Let's check out some chords. I like the sweep and I like the glide on that. Oh. Let's see what else we got here. A little granular. Let's go down here and check out some of these leads. Yeah, you see the name of that, right? That's definitely appropriate. Let's try some of this rhythmic stuff. Oh, okay. I like that. And as you hit different notes, you hear the pitch change. I like that. Okay. Nice little sequence there. Have some pads here. So now that we've checked out some of the sounds, let's go around and see what this plugin is all about. One thing I really want to stress is this is a true workstation instrument. The reason I say that is because it's multi-timbral. That means you can have multiple instruments playing at once. So let's set it up that way. Let's go up to Sound Banks and Falcon. Let's go to Chords and let's use this right here. I'm gonna go to Digital Sensations and Strings. Use that right there. And finally, I want to use Urban X. Let's drop that there. And there's a preset towards the end. That one right there. All right, cool. So all of your parts show up over here. And though we have 3 loaded, there's only 1 playing at the moment. That's a very easy fix. But before I do that, let me show you what's going on with the parts. So here, you're going to have your instrument name, and you can cycle through the different presets by using the previous and next buttons. You can set the MIDI channel here. You can mute and solo that particular part, set the octave up and down or the semitone up and down here. And you can also set the output channel. You can adjust the volume and set the panning down here. Since part 1 is on channel A1, let's set both of those down here to channel A1. And now, very nice. So now we're looking at all of our parts, and there's a couple other different views. So let's go here and you see tree view. And what you're looking at is all of the layers or components of that particular instrument that you're on. And you can change that instrument by going to the drop down, selecting the one you want, and you're good to go. There's also a list view, but to be very honest, I like the simplicity of parts, so that's where I stay. Now over here in the middle, we have a number of tabs. In the info view, you'll see the interface of the part that you're on. So we're currently on the chord, and this is the D590S, and this is the Urban X. And of course, you can go into these and adjust settings in real time, and it will affect the instrument in real time. Let's go back up here to chords. And now let's take it over to the edit tab where things get very interesting. Again, these are all of the components that make up your instrument. So we have the program, we have the different layers, key groups, oscillators. Down here, you have your key mapping as well as your modulation. Yeah, very deep. So you can also go over here and adjust the oscillators. Let's say I want to do that, then do that, then do that down here. And I can actually solo. So we just hit a chord. Nice, nice. And of course, any of these components can be turned on or off. You can actually remove certain things or put them back. And just like I adjusted the oscillators, you can adjust any setting in these particular components or elements. Very cool. So let's go to the effects tab. And the first thing I want to point out, for any other UVI users or anyone else who has had their eye on SparkVerb, I'm here to tell you, it's included with Falcon, and it is dope. So now that we're in the effects tab, you see the 3-band EQ there. We got your SparkVerb, we got your maximizer, and again, you can power these on or off. You can even add by going up here, then going to any of these categories, then going over and selecting whichever preset you would like. So let's add this auto pan and road sync, and it shows up at the bottom here. Very nice. And once again, you can adjust any of this stuff in real time. So this is speed and depth. But one thing you can also do is change the presets from these components. So you can go left and right. And you can also click on the actual name of the preset and use the drop down as well. One last thing you can do with any of these components is click the X to get rid of it. Let's go over here to the events tab. And though there's nothing here now, what we can do over here can really change the game. So again, let's go over to the plus, and you can add any of these generators here. Very, very nice. So let's just say I wanted to add an ARP and do a basic. Yeah, it's that easy. And it's very easy to change these settings or change the preset that you're on. So again, you go up to the next to previous. Yeah, very nice. Again, you can click on the preset and select from the drop-down menu. You can change any of these settings in real time, and it will affect the plugin in real time. Very, very nice. And finally, we have the mods tab, and it is exactly what you think it is. You have your cutoff, you have your resonance, as well as your reverb. Yeah, this can get very crazy. And of course, you can still go up to the plus and add even more modulators. Very, very sick. And one thing I really appreciate about this plugin is there's multiple ways to get things done. For instance, this is where you can actually select all of your sound banks right here, but this is a full browser because over here, you can click through these different tabs, and now you have all of these different sample generators and synthesis. You have effects, you have multi-effects. You also have all of the generators. You also have all of the modulation right here. On top of that, you have different views. And again, you can get things done in different ways. So you go up here to the top, and we're currently in the main view, but we can go to the mixer view. And now it's set up just like any other mixer. You can come over here and you have your volume, your mute and solo, you have your panning, all of your routing. You can add effects once again, very easily right here. And even adjust those effects right here, all in real time. The only thing that's going to limit you is your imagination. Now that's as deep as I want to go in this video, but if you can see using anything that this plugin has to offer, I highly recommend it. You can purchase Falcon at pluginboutique.com for $349 US. And yes, it is an instant download. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for more reviews, tutorials, and exclusive courses, make your way over to computermusicacademy.com. See you next time.